Hey guys, quick 5-minute video, hopefully, of cheap ice fishing gear versus expensive ice fishing gear, and I have both. So I started ice fishing about 2.5 years ago. I did part of a season, full season last year, and now this season will be year 2. So first thing I'm going to go over is kind of safety equipment, I want to call it. So I have these little spiky things we have around your neck. Little spikes come out, those help you claw the ice, that's great. I also have crampons, or basically micro spikes. I don't know, but maybe they're in my truck somewhere. I actually can't find them right now. Those help you walk the ice. They're like 10 bucks. I don't know who makes them. I think Frabill makes them. I think these are 10 or 15 bucks. It's well worth it. The next thing I bought was one of these, which is a Eagle Claw 24-inch medium light. So this is kind of actually a broomstick. Couldn't feel any bites on it at all. It's not very fast. I was basically missing fish after fish and didn't even know it. Until I bought one of these little spring bobbers. Hope you guys can see that. A little spring bobber right there. And what that does, those are cheap. That turns in it. Cheap rod into expensive rod. It's got a little spring on there, you can feel any tiny little bite. Then bought my way up to a 13 tickle stick, which has a super fast, super flexible rod. I've caught some very big fish on this, caught some pike on this, it's great. This is a 27-inch by 13 fishing. I fish with inline reels. They have a lot less twist. Push the button and the line goes down. Very simple, no line twist, no nothing. Don't have to worry about ice building up on it really. It's really great. They're made by Eagle Claw. The one that's made by someone more expensive, even more expensive ones, they're exactly the same. They just have a different brand on them, so don't waste your money on a more expensive brand. I use those two for inside my ice shanty for the most part. I use this one, which is a Eagle Pro Sport. See the big eyelet right there? That's great for outside of the ice shanty where ice can build up on the tip. So here I can just break the ice off, it's fine. These other two, the tip is very small. Ice builds up when it's freezing outside, which predominantly is when I'm ice fishing. You chisel it away, it gets all jammed up, and then you lose fish. It's not fun. I use trilene fluorocarbon for the most part. I also use mono 4-pound tests for when I'm going for perch, crappie, panfish, and then whatever else bites. I use predominantly glow-in-the-dark Bibbits. So these little guys here. And I use a couple of spoons. I have bigger spoons that I use, kind of like trout spoons. Jig those vertically. So those are cheap versus expensive rods. Reels, I haven't bought really anything expensive. There's really no reason to, unless you're fighting like big walleye and big trout and stuff like that. So the next big part of ice fishing is the auger of getting through the ice. These are both, I think, 5 or 6 inches. They both work. This one works a little less better than the other one. This one's about 40 bucks from Dick's Sporting Goods. This one's about 80 bucks. The difference is the blades are both super sharp. The steel's probably a little bit different between the two. The blades look almost identical. They're probably high-speed steel. Nothing special. Keep them sharp or buy new ones. That helps a lot. The big difference is that little center point right there. No center point. It's basically like flopping around the hole, and it doesn't really cut much. You have to really lean on it. It's not fun. This has a little center point, keeps the drill from walking around the hole. Drills a nice straight hole with the least amount of pressure possible. It's great. The more pressure you do, the more you bang through the ice and scare all the fish away. The other thing is the handle. It's a nice ball handle on top. On the expensive one, the cheap one just has this little straight handle, so you actually really push on it and pull down. It's not comfortable. Not when you're drilling a bunch of holes. I usually get it pre-set up pretty quick and don't drill a lot of holes. The most expensive part about ice fishing is these two devices. So this is a camera. This is way up there in price. This is like $250, and there's more expensive ones that shoot in HD and all that stuff. This one basically goes to your phone. There's a cable with the camera that goes down under the water. There's only so much good footage you can get underwater because it can be murky. It's not a lot of sunlight down there, not a lot of light in general. and cameras all work on light. The other one is basically a flasher. This one has a circle flasher on it. This is actually off the front of my boat, so I built this myself. It's got its own little battery. Vexilar, Humminbird, Lowrance all make ice series ones of these. The really big difference is they have heated LCD screens so they don't freeze up. All the technology is made to be cold. Most of the summer technology is not meant to be cold. So make sure when you're buying stuff or mix matching stuff like I did, make sure that it all works properly when it's cold. You don't want to ruin a very expensive unit. Last but not least is the Ice Shanty. So I have a pullover shanty that's very nice. Now it's made by Eskimo. I didn't bring it in my office with me, but it's pretty big. It's, I don't know how many square feet it is, but it keeps you warm. I also have a little Mr. Buddy heater that I keep in there with a little propane tank. That is a lifesaver when you're ice fishing. If you can afford one, get one. They're $200, $300. They're all around the same price for a single one, and they get bigger and bigger all the way up to 8 people, and they're all pretty much portable or behind a snowmobile. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Subscribe. Hope you guys liked the video.